walk behind the rabbi.
Thank you. Okay, my dear friends, in this week's Parsha, we read the Haftorah about an interesting story that happened with a woman that she came to Elisha. She says, I have a major problem. I owe a lot of money. I have a lot of debts. And I don't have what to pay. I don't have what to pay back with. I have a lot of debts. What happened? He had a lot of debts, nothing to pay with, and my husband died. Who is this woman? This woman was a woman, her husband's name was Avadia. And what he did was he used to feed 100 prophets of God that they were hiding in a cave because Achav and Izebel wanted to kill every prophet of God to kill them. So that they hid 100 prophets in caves, and they used to feed them and give them food, sustain them and give them help, give them clothing. And now my husband dies, and we don't have any money to pay. So Elisha says to her, do you have anything left at home? Nothing left? She says, the only thing I have is a small jar of oil I have left. So he says, oh, you have a small jar of oil left? Look what you should do. Go to your neighbors and borrow a lot of big, huge barrels and pots and, anything that could hold liquid in it. Fill up your house with full of empty, called kalim rekim al tamiti. Don't limit yourself of having empty pots. Just fill it and fill it and fill it with as many pots as you could. Close the door and take the little jar of oil and start to just pour and fill the pot. And the oil will just keep pouring from a little jar. It'll keep pouring and pouring and pouring. And that's it. So she did that. Her two children went. They borrowed hundreds of pots. She closed the door and the children brought pots and she kept the bottle of oil like this and it fills up the pot. They bring the next pot. They fill up the pot. They bring the next, and that's how she filled up hundreds of gallons of oil. And she sold the oil. She paid up her debts. And she had enough to live for her life and her children's life. That's how much she had from this thing. So that's the story we read in the Haftorah of this week's Parsha. So the Rebbe says, what's the purpose of reading this story? What does it have to do with the Parsha? So the Rebbe says that this story of the woman coming to the prophet and saying that I don't have any, I have debts, and they want to take my two children as collateral because I owe the debts, is really a metaphor of our own personal life. That what's our own personal life? Our husband is who? God. What is our God called? Elisha. Eli. Shah. Eli is God. Shah means the one that turns to me, the God that turns to me. And who is the servant? The servant is you. And you come to God and you say, God, I have a problem. I'm in a lot of debts, and my two children, the debtors, the ones that I owe money, want to take my two children. Who's my two children? Every Jew has two children, naturally. Even before they give birth to children. What's the two children? Love of God and awe of God. Because they are your children. That's something you create a love to Hashem, and you create an awe of Hashem. The debtors, the ones that I owe money, is my animal soul. My animal soul not only wants to get rid of my love to God and my awe of God, they want to take away that love and start to love food and start to love material things and start to have fear of material things, and they want to take it away from me. What do? I need to live. I want to be connected to God. My husband, Ish, means Eish Hashem. My godly love is gone. They want to take it away from me. What do? So God said to her, do you have any holy thing left in you? Or all your holiness is gone? She says, oh, there is a little bottle of oil, which is it's called in Yiddish the Pintel Yid. There's a little jar that's always left in everyone, that's always pure. It's always holy. But you don't always tap into it. So he says, go tap into that little core of your true essence of your soul that's still there. Take that little and make a lot of empty vessels. What does empty vessels mean? Do Torah and mitzvahs. Every mitzvah is a vessel. Every time you learn Torah, you create another vessel. And learn Torah and do mitzvahs even though they're empty. And you don't do it with love. And you don't do it with awe. They're empty. They're just doing action, empty action. Still do it as long as you tap into the jar of oil and the essence of your soul eventually. By doing the Torah and mitzvahs and learning Torah and doing mitzvahs, you're going to reveal the essence of your soul, and it'll be filled with oil. You'll have a lot of love of Hashem. You'll have a lot of awe of Hashem. And this, you'll be able to live forever and ever. So the message that the Prophet is saying to her is very simple. Many people feel, I'm a lost case. I have no inspiration. I have no feelings to God. I have no love to God. Why do I have to do the mitzvahs? So the Prophet says, no, no, no. Every Jew has still a little jar of oil that's left in them that's pure. There's always a little essence of your soul that's holy. You keep bringing vessels, keep doing mitzvahs, keep learning Torah even if it's empty. And eventually you're going to tap into the essence of your soul, and you will reveal the essence of your soul and fill up all your Torah and mitzvahs with love and awe, so it'll be good Torah and good mitzvahs. So don't stop doing the mitzvahs and don't stop being a good action, because eventually you're going to tap to the essence and you'll be able to do the mitzvahs. So Hashem should help that we should find our little jar of oil that's in us. It's a little jar. It's a pure jar that no one could touch. Not even the animal soul, not even the Gentiles. No one could touch this jar and tap into it. And through that, you reveal that you'll have so much oil and so much love and so much awe of Hashem that it'll be infinite till Mashiach comes and even after in a revealed way. Amen.
Amen.